That's what I said. Huh? You sounded like mom. And I was thinking, is mom with you? I should have to Maui.
Aloha e KΑ'OHANA. Welcome to today's video. Oh, hell no! Oh my god! My whole makeup case just flipped upside down. Aloha everybody, welcome to today's video. We are going to just talk about us. We're gonna talk about each other, how we met, answer some pretty basic, normal couple questions. Something that's different. We are long distance, or we have been long distance. We won't be long distance in a few months. Yeah. I put up a poll on Instagram asking you guys to ask questions. Now I do want to apologize because I know that I said the last time that I was going to film a Q&A with my KΑNE. Christmas break, I said that I was going to, as soon as I got in the car, I was going to start filming. But then I ended up flying out on a later flight. The sun set already. It was already dark, yeah. I was supposed to fly in earlier in the afternoon, so that's why I planned to do the Q&A with sunlight. But by the time I got to Oahu,
it's too dark.
So we got our kope, and now we're just gonna voila out. First obvious question, how did we meet?
Well, we work for the same company. Every year we have meetings, and we were placed in the same group to do a presentation. And we got each other's social media.
Yep.
You know,
Snapchat.
Coming
in clutch.
Instagram. I guess we're Snapchat. And it came to our other meeting in Hilo in the summertime in July. And then we got to hang out more. And then it was a year after that, right? The meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Almost,
a year after that.
So he wouldn't admit this, but he was stalking me.
Oh God. Stalking is such a harsh word.
One thing that we connected over was Mary Monarch. We were going back and forth in this group. Oh, you know, this group was nice, this whatever. And so that's how we kind of connected. And then when we ended up getting together at our Ahanu'ukia meeting, that's when we got a little bit closer. By the second year, we were kind of talking, not dating yet, so.
And in our third meeting, we went in as a couple.
So we're headed to breakfast lunch right now.
Oh, we're gonna eat Jen's barbecue. Jen's Korean barbecue.
Ow!
Oh, you can eat meat.
Oh, here's a pretty serious one. How do you deal with long distance relationship? This is not normal. You know, I do not recommend this to anybody. You gotta have tough skin. You have to be willing to compromise. You have to be willing to stick it out through some long, lonely nights. Like any relationship, I think you just gotta be ready to sacrifice. There's just some things that you gotta let go of, and then some things that you gotta learn to grasp a hold of. Because, you know, it's not just you anymore. It's you and someone else eventually will become one, which everybody should be planning to. I mean, the goal should be to be married. I think our generation thinks different. Like, you know, don't date someone if you're not planning on spending the rest of your life with them. Don't try to figure it out while you're dating. You either know or just forget about it. I told him from the beginning that I was in this for the long haul, and that if he doesn't intend on marrying me, then I'm out. You're dealing with people's hearts and you're dealing with people's baggage. You gotta know that before going into a relationship, I think. Even if you're just dating them, you're not just gonna be dating them. You're gonna be dating everything before them, you know, and everything that they've been through before that. My perspective is how I would want my kids to think, how I would want the person that is pursuing my kids to be. If I have a daughter, I don't want a boy dating her to figure out that, oh, she's pretty, you know, I want to date her. I'm like, no. I mean, I know that's like a big step, but come on now. I mean, we're adults, we can think this way, but I'm thinking in terms of my kids. I don't want just anybody playing around and messing around with their feelings. Whew.
That was a lot.
So we're gonna go in Jen's. Hopefully y'all come up with some questions, and we'll be back. See you in Jen's. Yummo. Beef bulgogi, brisket. We have our rice paper, salad. That there is Hawaiian bacon and brisket. Best thing ever. My baby. Yummo. Fun fact, he actually brought me here on our very first date.
Show them where we sat.
We sat on those stools over there, and I did this stupid thing of wearing a waist trainer, so I couldn't even eat. I told her, I'm not trying to be rude, but I cannot eat. And I wanted to eat because I was hungry. And because it's Jen's. Who doesn't want to eat at Jen's?
Oh no, look at where we at.
I mean,
she got sucked in.
I mean, you can't help it. Okay, so we got a few questions. First question, who's the better cook? I've never.
That's me.
That's you. Okay, so when we go to Jen's, he's the one always doing his thing on the grill. But as far as a dish, you've never cooked me a dish. You have?
Yeah.
What?
I always grill for you.
Yeah, but that's not a dish. Anybody can grill, I think, because that's just, you know, seasoning and then slapping it on the grill, and that's all you have to do. Flip, flip, and you're done.
Making a meal flip, flip.
Yeah, but it's not a dish. But nevertheless, he is the better cook. Yeah, I give him that. more likely to get arrested?
It's you.
Why me though?
Because you're reckless. It's a good reckless.
Not to the point where I get arrested though. I'm
you're
not
a rebel.
I do not rebel. I'm not a rebel.
Well, the two of us, it's you.
But out of the two of us, yeah, I think it would be. Who has the better clothing style?
You.
Well, there's potential. You just gotta get out of your Hollister high school boy stage clothes. He loves Hollister shirts. He loves tight collars. Like, I mean, men wear, collars like this. But he will say no to a V-neck. He doesn't like V-necks. He just has this thing with the collar having to be.
I was just like showing so much skin.
It
looks like girls' clothing. It's like you're trying to show some cleavage or something.
Do you think that's an insecurity from remember the skin thing you had, you said when you were younger?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Who can sing better?
I think it's a even.
Okay.
Well, it's not fair because, you graduated from basically a music school, so.
Do you know who your father is? My gosh. Come on now.
I think we're
50, 60, 40.
No, it's more like a
70,
50, 51, 49.
Okay. Me being the 51.
50.
Me being
50.
me.
50.
51. 49.
51.
Okay. Ooh, here's a last night I posted on my IG stories that a door in my life closed, and so one of my classmates messaged a question, and it says, wait, what door in your life closed for you? The one you mentioned earlier in your story.
Some people might not think it's big, but
so I quit my job.
it took you a minute.
Yeah, it took me a while. It's not a big deal. Everyone quits their job every day. But for me, I quit a job that I thought was going to be the career of my life. I mean, I thought and had planned in my mind to do what I was doing for the rest of my life. I was going to give, and I did give to my career. I don't know if you would call it a career. And I think for the work that we do, I'm sure, I don't know if you'd agree, but I think the work that we do, I think that's the mindset that we have as Hawaiians or poʻe Hawaii. The mentality is, if not us, then who? And we're not gonna give up, and if this was what I wanted to do, and I had fun, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my ultimate passion because I didn't wake up looking forward to work. I was excited to see the kids, but I wasn't excited to go into the environment that I had to work in. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a very not toxic, that's not a good word. It was not good. Basically, okay, I'm a teacher. He's a teacher. We teach little kids. So I've been with this particular school for
5 years.
Oof.
6.
3.
3?
4. This would be 4. So I've been with this particular school for 4 years. Not that long. I didn't want to be that one that goes from job to job to job. I wanted to stay steady at one and then, show a good work history. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, 2019 is a year where I'm putting my mental health first. My mom knows, he knows that the environment that I worked in was just not okay. And it wasn't every day, but you would get a little bit of comments and attitude and stuff every so often. But then when the crap hits the fan, it gets really ugly and not good. That's all I can say. It's just not good. Specifically because we are working with kids. So, as poʻe Hawaii, we're not just told, but we all know it inside of us to not give up. Mai ai I na kānaka ai ole na alaina e vavahi ai ole hemo. Basically, don't allow circumstances try to rip apart or try to undo what you've been building.
You're gonna do what you love to do.
So it's not to say that I didn't enjoy. I gave my heart and soul as much as I could to this school. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. There were some things that communication I knew I needed to work on. So I'm not saying that it was all them, because I know on my part, I know of my own shortcomings. I gotta pursue what I really love to do, YouTube and Instagram. And it's been hard for me to admit that because nobody thinks that you can make a living off of that. And it kind of just takes away from what I really love, which is making videos, talking to you, talking to the camera, editing, pictures, photography, cosmetics, makeup. That's what I'm gonna do. Actually, from Christmas break, I just got this jolt of initiative to do it and not to put it off anymore, because I have been putting it off for over 10 years. This started when I was in middle school. I put it to the side because it wasn't a realistic thing to do at the time. You don't see poʻe Hawaii in front of a camera, or you don't see poʻe Hawaii behind a camera doing makeup and making videos. You don't see Kanaka Hawaii doing this kind of stuff because we're very family oriented. We're very kuleana, keiki, ohana, kupuna. If that makes sense, you trekking with me here? Makeup and sitting in front of a camera and cosmetics, it's a very single, kind of conceited thing to do because it's just a one-man thing. Watching myself, looking at myself putting on makeup. I mean, really, what Kanaka Hawaii or Wahine Hawaii do you see doing that? That has been the thing that's been keeping me from doing this and doing what I love out of the respect for my culture, because you don't see Hawaiians in front of the camera doing this kind of stuff. And also because I felt like I didn't have what I needed to do this, but just gonna do it. I'm pursuing that now. That's the whole reason why I took this huge leap of leaving a career that I thought would be for the rest of my life. I think anything that you're passionate about, you run the heck after it. You just work your butt off. Wake up early in the morning. You stay up all night if you have to. Save your money. I need to get better at. You sacrifice, you put in, work ahead of time, you prepare content or whatever it is ahead of time so that you have to post over so many few days, especially for this influencer social media platform, because it'll eat you alive. I mean, not going on for an hour on social media just freaks me the heck out because I feel like I'm missing out on everything and everyone. So guys, that's it. Mahalo nui ke hui ana o kākōu. Thank you so much for joining and watching today's video, especially having my kāne on camera with me because I love having him. Mahalo nui. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and we'll see you in the next video. Hui ho!